Hello, good morning. Welcome to What's Up Universe, Friday, May the 17th. We are, oh my gosh, halfway through this beautiful month of May where we are really feeling a sense of groundedness, a sense of new beginning, a sense of self more than perhaps we've ever felt before. I'm feeling a little bit of the cobwebs this morning in my little world. It was interesting. My night was interesting and the energy is interesting, and it's an invitations are inviting us to really be mindful, be conscientious, to slow down, to be in stillness, and to give opportunity for rest, but also to give opportunity for the flow of things as well. That ebb and flow, really, really strong, and will continue to be is kind of governing or helping us to navigate the week ahead. So as we come into today's conversation, we are really sitting in this beautiful opportunity of energy that really is allowing almost I want to say there, it's like a stabilization of energy. So there is the ease kind of everything that was completely letting go. We're sitting in this portal or this place of readiness for what is to come. And so the mind, is always, of course, very active for us in terms of the thinking, the processing, everything. But you might even find that as we're coming into this week, that even the mind is settling. That maybe the thoughts are slowing down for you. You're able to get into deeper, even meditations, and having access to, I would say, clearer guidance, clearer information that's coming or being downloaded between the physical and non-physical worlds in your communication with spirit, with your guides, with your angels. So there really is a lot of ease within this, with energies and the frequencies that are really helping us to let, not only, as I said, to kind of for the mind to settle or the thoughts to really become more steadfast or stabilized, but there are also these direct waves of energy right now that are happening, are really allowing for the thoughts to be more optimistic, and for their, it's almost in welcoming higher perspective, or an opening to what we could say thoughts that are more aligned with the higher self, and of course with higher purpose. So it really is, we're being given this energy to really live more authentically, to really be true to who we are, and to allow for greater communication of those truths, the greater expression of our own authenticity. It's like the universe is giving us absolute permission to live fully, to live openly, to communicate, and of course to be in this truth of who we are, the truth, and everything that is of course natural, the loving, the creative, to allow for life to be more gentile and harmonious for us. So there is a lot of inspiration that is coming through from the heavens as we start. Of course, we're preparing for a full moon next week, of course. So we're in this place now where we're being positioned to look at our choices. There will be flashes of inspiration, insight, guidance, direction in terms of what our next steps are, how to move forward, or the solutions to problems. So it's even though it might feel that it's an energy that is really asking for action or impulsivity to move forward, because again, those freedoms and liberation of the past, and from the old energies of being stripped and falling away, we're really getting charged up. But in the charge, we're also being encouraged to, okay, settle, you go, be conscientious, make choices that will be most aligned and most beneficial for us, and listen to our guidance. Listen to our guidance. Oh my goodness, I have witnessed this play out, and again, we all have free will. We all can, choose to direct our lives as we feel is going to be right or best for us. And I just know time and time again that anytime I have not followed my guidance, there's been a ripple effect. Things became more complicated. They became more stressful. Maybe it didn't play out quite as easily as what I had thought it would based on my own conception of it. So here we're really being asked to explore what it is our heart really desires, be who we truly are. And of course, because this is such impulsive energy, to remember to listen, check in. What's the guidance? Where is the energy flowing and directing? What is going to be most beneficial for you, not just in this moment, but what is going to be most beneficial in terms of the days, the weeks, the months, and years to come. So really, allowing for there to be just always, I mean, and that's the benefit that we have as mediums, is that this isn't just intuition that's kicking in for us. This isn't just a gut feeling about something. We are in conversation and we are receiving guidance when we open up and allow for it. And of course, and when we, and when we trust in what it is that we're picking up on, right? Trust is that major, major factor. So this is so great because this energy, again, as I said, it's really allowing us to move forward. And so the invitation is almost like, being asked, can you trust? Can you just trust in your guidance? Can you follow through with what is being asked of you based on the inner impulse, the inner knowing, the deeper resonance of what is true, right, and best for you, instead of letting the mind idealize or conceptualize or create the solutions that may actually lead to more challenge or steer you away from what is more of a destined path or an easier way of navigating for your life. So, if you can just allow for, as again, the information is in flow, we're very tuned in and tapped in. And again, if you could put yourself in complete surrender to follow the guidance, to follow what's being asked, and just knowing that when you do, again, you'll uncover more, not only more opportunities for you that will unfold in the future, but there will be an up-leveling within your own vibration, an up-leveling in terms of what can become possible, or even how you begin to feel as you do that. So there is always, like as I said, what our mind conceives as being the ideal. And so it's like, okay, let's consider that. We need to say, what is it that I would truly love to do? What is it, that I truly would love for my life to become? And we need to ask ourselves those questions and check in with our heart and idealize it. We need to create the conception of whatever it is. We offer it to the universe. We express it out into the universe. And then, because we are mediums, because we are spiritual empaths, we need to move into the energy. We need to ask for the guidance. We need, and in the guidance, this, if we're looking to elevate and improve the quality of our life and the quality of our bodies, and the quality of our readings that we're doing, when we are doing, it's like, even if we're doing readings for people and we are offering the guidance to them for them to follow, that we become ambassadors for that we follow the guidance, that we trust it beyond what is the direction or the solution of the ego. So these next few days, because of where the energies lie, it's really going to, I mean, there's welcome energy because it's really kind of boosting us forward, but it's also asking us to apply the guidance, apply what, we know and understand based on our talents and abilities in order to increase for our lives. When we look at it, our spirit, or we could say the universe, the creator, the cosmic mind, whatever word it is, that higher power for you, whatever word that is, it's always looking for expression and expansion. So we need to look at knowing that our guidance not only helps in terms of, our guidance from our angels, our guides, our loved ones on the other side, these are our allies, and they are helping us to not only move and elevate our consciousness and help us to increase the vitality of energy and in our lives, they're also helping us to elevate our lifestyles, to improve upon our conscious choices, and to discover what we're capable and worthy of in our lives. And so this is, again, where we're, we want to ensure that we're using our connection, we're following the guidance, just as we would be offering and encouraging our clients or the people with whom we're doing readings for to follow through with as well. So it becomes really, really important. I mean, when we look at authenticity, it's how we're living our life, and what is authentic, what is true, and what is expressed based on inside of us. And that we're, as long as we're always honoring that truth, and we're trusting in that inner connection and trusting in what we're receiving, then that is being authentic, regardless of the definition that may be posed by others out there that might be judging, or maybe trying to define whether we're being authentic or not. As long as our choices, our decisions are aligned with our heart, and that we are in response to what the guidance is that we are receiving for our life, then that's really, what matters the most. That inner knowing, helping us to be spiritually alive, helping us to be always within the tuned in, tapped in, connected, so that we can the universe can continue to surprise us, and that our guides can continue to offer their help and support as we move forward. So this is really these energies. Of course, we're in this 8 universal year that is really helping us to express what is our authentic nature, but of course, for life to begin to unfold, what is truth for us, and helping us at the deeper soul level to express what are the goals of our soul, the very purpose for our being, and helping us to ignite our passions and that purpose through the direction, the guidance, and the conscious choice, and in nurturing our conscious choices in moving forward. So we have this happen. So our mind is at first this week, as we're preparing, as I said, we've got that full moon happening in Sagittarius next week, but we've got this active energy that's really saying, okay, let's slow down the mind, let's become conscious, let's look at our choices, let's follow the guidance, let's start being making the choices that will allow for us to be the greatest expression of who we truly are in the world. And then as we move into from the mind, we're moved to the body. The body here, this temple, and you've heard me speak about it a lot over these last several conversations, but our invitations are really asking us to really nurture our physical bodies, to really be and creating the energy, the home, the foundation of what is our physical home. So our physical home can even be, our literal home that we live in, but also the body. The body is asking for, this is the home of our soul. And so when we're looking, and the invitations are for us to be authentic, to express more of our purpose and directed for the future, to show up and be the light unto the world, and to allow that, to be the soul's expression, and that those greater truths to be not only identified but actualized in our life. And we also need to look at saying, okay, we need to really take care of the physical body. The physical body is our foundation for action in this physical realm. Our physical body is also, of course, the home for the soul. It's what, we can't go about our purpose. We can't go about doing the things that we feel so passionate and called to do if we are not in a body that is also supporting that as well, and being supporting in the sense that we're supporting the body. So we need to love our body, care for our body, because our body is helping us to do everything in our lives. And without our health, without our body, without the strength of the body and the health of the body, we're not going to be able to fulfill what is that mission, purpose in this lifetime. So this really is not only falling into, love and appreciation for the body, which is so powerful because our body loves to be loved, but also looking at what choices can we make that are going to further help us. So what choices in our daily lives that allow for us to know greater health, greater vitality, so that we can that we are nurturing our body, and in essence nurturing what is the light and the presence of our authentic soul as well. And so, being in love with the body, but expressing love not just through our words but our actions towards it, which means the choices we're making in terms of the food, ensuring that we're eating higher vibrational food that allows our body to have the nutrients, the minerals, the vitamins that it requires in order to be well. We need to really, so if you've been really contemplating or thinking about a change in a diet, maybe you've even been guided to eliminate caffeine, or you've been guided to go more plant-based, or even to begin juicing. Here again, follow that guidance this week, because it's really what is going to draw in not only higher vibration, but draw in the potentials that are going to help to materialize what are your dreams, what are your the things you're looking or you've been praying for in our life. So our body really is requiring extra TLC, extra care and attention, not only through nutrition and of course hydration. You've heard me speak of that time and time again. With these energies, you're going to find you're probably going to be this week a little thirstier than ever. So make sure that, again, if you're not someone who enjoys drinking water, then do something to change the palate, or to flavor the palate, putting in mint, adding blueberries or raspberries, something to change the flavor of the water for yourself, and ensuring that you're drinking even high alkaline water and higher vibrational water, so that you're giving your body the best possible um, hydration effects is what you can. I mean, tap water is, again, I'm not saying it's not. I mean, if that's all you have, then by all means, it's like, give your body that. But if you can look at altering the energy, altering the taste, and improving upon even the quality of water that you're putting into your body, it really is expressing that you honor the body, that you respect the body, and that you are caring for the body in the highest possible way. And of course, hydration, we're going to be feeling dehydrated this week. It's like the energies are almost, there's the intensity of it is almost like draining for the cellular body. So the cells of the body are going to be craving more hydration. And of course, based on having, for those of you who have taken my level 1 program, know and understand the influence that hydration has in our spiritual communication, of how it helps to buoyant not only our own our emotional body, and helps us to be more optimistic, but it allows for the energy to flow through our bodies, because our body is used as the messenger between the physical and non-physical world. And so we also, in being able to be the mediums that we are called to be in this lifetime, that we also need to look at using hydration as a way and means to bolster that connection, but also helping to give our bodies what it requires. We need to listen to the messages of our body, what our body requires and needs, so that we can become clearer messages for spirit based on what they're looking to deliver through us. Because again, our body is a messenger unto us, and our body is what the spirit world uses in communication between the physical and non-physical world. So when we look at what is purpose and these greater realizations and these greater potentials that are opening for us, we need to become much more cognizant and much more conscientious of what we're putting into our body and how we're treating our body, because our body is what is required in order for us, as I said, not only in a physical aspect to go out and do this work, but even in our receiving from the spirit world. Spirit uses our body to communicate. And so when we are hydrated, it allows for that energy to flow easier, but through our soul senses. We're allowing for a greater open or channel for communication to take form and and to come in. So it's such an important piece. So just know that our body is going to be requiring a little bit more hydration as we begin to move into this moon cycle, this next phase for us as the journey continues in this year of 2024. Oh my gosh. So all of it, what is really exciting is that when we look at where the invitation is for the mind, the invitation is for the body, but guess what happens? whew, it actually is allowing for deeper connection to who we are, and deeper connection to those spiritual dimensions, allowing for us to be enhanced within our communication, for us to listen and to be in what is our light, our power, and authority in our life, and helping us to not only uphold that light, but to stabilize the vibration and frequencies so that it becomes easier and easier and easier for us to be the messengers of spirit, for us to be the channelers and the healers. And, that again, every single step that's being guided is in helping us to really be within a full expression of what is our purpose here in this lifetime. And so everything that is leading up, these invitations we're being made to make, is what this calling that we always have is really helping us to create a deeper or deeper awareness, and increase our sensitivity so that communication not only flows easier, but that we're able to articulate and translate the energy into spoken word, into our writing, into the messages, through our art, whatever way it is, that you're looking to express your mediumistic talents into the world. So these energies are helping us to really honor who we are, reminding us that we are spiritual beings, reminding us that energy is how we navigate our life, and that we can at any given moment, even in the mix of a challenging day, that we can alter and shift and move out of the energies that are creating what is a suppression of self, or a depression or constraint of energy, and instead putting it into an expression of energy. And what happens, what I love about this, is that we are being taught, we are being invited, we are being asked through the guidance that we're receiving to move out of being the empaths of the world, the spiritual empaths who are constantly conflicted and constantly suffering in absorption of lower vibrational energies, and to make choices and understand the sensitivity and work as this light being, this traveler of light, this spiritual being, and begin to get into a form or a way of living that we are expressing instead of absorbing. And it's really, and again, as I said earlier, spirit, creator, the higher power, the God, universe, whatever word that you use, is always looking for expansion and expression. So expressing and expanding, if we're not expressing or expanding in any way, then that leads into disintegration. Right? I mean, it works in the opposite. So this invitation this week is to really be very conscientious of the mind, of the body, and know that as we're doing it, it's going to help to deepen our connection, to clear out the channel, and allow us to really not only receive the messages, but helping us to really take action and take form in our life. Now, also within it, as we move into, there may be some challenges that come up, but where these invitations are always moving us into higher consciousness, moving us towards and into greater alignment with who we are. The energy is helping us to really be a higher frequency within our own personal vibrations, but also to create more spaciousness and allow for higher frequencies of light to be filtered or channeled through us as well. And so, we're opening up to be the voice, to be the light, to be and allow for that, to be a part of how we're serving and how we're directing our lives. So the soul is seeking an easier path. The spirit is looking for further expression and expansion, and our invitations are about helping that to become possible. Now, with these energies, there is an increasing of activity. An increase of activity within with spirit phenomena. I've had a lot of conversations with a few of my clients and people over this last week where they're having more clairvoyant experiences, more it's like and you've heard me say before, that the physical and non-physical world exists simultaneously. They are in, they're overlapping. And so this merge that is a part of understanding of the physical and non-physical world is really up close and personal. And so your clairvoyance, you might find, is really increasing, your clairsentience really heightened, the claircognizance really clean, really, again, that this is a part of these energies. So really just know that there will be an increase of what will be connection activity, and connection activity not just with the loved ones on the other side, but to understand that as mediums, it's more than talking to dead people. So what I'm meaning is that you're also going to have more activity with your guides, your angels, with galactic beings, with higher, with the fairies, with the crystals. Everything is being amplified, because as we are invited to create change and to increase and deepen our connection to the spiritual, everything else that exists is also increasing and being amplified as well. So there is, you're going to notice rushes of energy through your physical body as the light body is being activated. The physical body is you'll have rushes of energy. You might even find that your heart is in almost in higher palpitations, where the energy, or that increase of even within the solar plexus of the light being charged into more an empowered confidence within you. And so you may find, again, into the gut, into the heart, really being activated, but just knowing, of course, that also more activity in terms of the presence of the non-physical world in our lives this week as well. Also, the vivid dreams. You might be finding that your dreams have really opened up. And again, when it comes to dreams, dreams are not linear, just like mediumship is not linear. Our dreams are not linear as well. So even if they're showing up as nightmares, or there feels like it's, I don't know, it's chaos, or it's a disturbing dream in any way, the chaos or disturbing dream, it's like, don't pay attention to that. That's just how the mind has conceptualized or created the movie of what it's receiving energetically. But look for the light, look for the grace, look for the inspired part of it, look for the peace that really stands out as being, the faith, the hope, your loved one, even there smiling at you. Look for what's light in the dream state. That being said, you may also, I would encourage you to begin to keep a journal by your bed and begin to incubate your dreams and ask for specific guidance. This is a great time where we can get into even the lucid scope of dreaming, where we can really begin to work within in connection to our guides and angels, and really active within the quantum field to begin to expedite and create significant change in our life, and support things. So again, we're being asked these conscious, wise decisions in our day-to-day life, but also clearing and staying open to the guidance even through our dream state, because it's going to be, it's there, it's looking to come in. So, I would encourage you, as you hear me always encouraging, meditate, sit down, create an opportunity in your day for connection, for you to be able to be present and receive what is going to be your guidance for the day. Use your oracle cards, do ways and create a regular practice of connection for yourself, so that you are constantly in receiving mode. And as you're doing that, your dream state will begin to settle as well. But if you're not taking time during the day to connect, those dreams are going to be increased this week for you. So keep a dream journal. You might even ask questions before you go to sleep, incubate the dreams a little bit. But there will be a lot of guidance coming, and guidance that is in direction for what is more purpose orientation, information, how to care for yourself more, what maybe needs to be healed, and really helping us to trust in, to trust ourselves, but more important, the steps, listening to the guidance, listening to the messages, taking action, because that is where the greatest expression of trust is. Trust in the unknown of what is to come, and saying, I am trusting my guidance over my logic. I am trusting my guidance over the opinions of others. I am trusting what I know is being led from a higher power that knows my very heart and knows my purpose for being. And so, we're taking care. We're being called for physical care. We're being called for conscious choice and connection. It's a real powerful, powerful week ahead. All right, everyone. Love you so very much. God bless. Take care of yourself. And until we meet again, bye-bye for now.